Do you have any problems with English pronunciation? When you take the IELTS speaking test, pronunciation is a significant part of your score. When you take IELTS speaking, you will be marked 25% for your vocabulary, or what they call lexical resource. You will be marked 25% for your grammar. You'll be marked 25% for your fluency and coherence, and 25% of your score is for pronunciation. You might also understand that pronunciation influences your fluency and coherence. So the truth is, pronunciation probably counts for more than 25% of your score on IELTS speaking. In this video today, I want to talk about 3 key areas that will improve your pronunciation. If you can speak more fluently using good pronunciation, you will get a higher IELTS score. Hi, I'm Jerry with Global Connection ESL. Thanks so much for being a part of this channel and for this community that we're a part of, preparing for IELTS tests. If this is the first time to meet you, thanks so much for joining. I appreciate it. I hope that you'll subscribe to this channel and join me every week whenever I prepare new videos. You can be notified about those videos if you click that bell down below. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into our discussion today to improve your English speaking fluency for IELTS speaking. So let's talk about 3 key areas that will influence your score, a better band score on IELTS speaking, if you are good at these 3 areas. And the first area is about the individual sounds. Pronunciation is saying the individual sounds of English very clearly. And people from different countries struggle with different areas. I know that some parts of the Middle East struggle with the P and the B pronunciation, whereas there are parts of Asian countries that struggle more with the R and the L, or the S and the TH. What is your pronunciation sound struggle? If you will improve this pronunciation issue that you are weak in, it will help your English fluency improve. So I want to share one of my favorite websites that will help you focus on an area of pronunciation weakness that you might struggle with. It's called The Sounds of English, and it's produced by the University of Iowa here in the United States. It's an excellent resource for focusing on improving your pronunciation for specific sounds. Also, I would recommend that you listen to the audio for online dictionaries when you are learning a word. If you can listen and repeat after that sound, you can work on improving that pronunciation sound. So the first area is the individual sounds of words. You must focus on making your pronunciation stronger by working on those weaknesses. The second key area to work on to improve your fluency is stress. I'm not talking about work stress or the anxiety from living your life. I'm talking about stress on words and stress in sentences. Word stress is where you put the emphasis in that word. Now, if it's a 1-syllable word, such as noun or verb, there's no stress because there's only 1 syllable. But when you have 2 syllables or more, then one of the syllables will receive an extra stress. For example, the word grammar. Grammar. Do you hear the stress on the first syllable? Grammar. Often, nouns with 2 syllables take the stress on the first syllable. How about the noun vocabulary? Vocabulary. How many syllables are there? Vocabulary. Wow, 5 syllables. And did you hear where the stress is? The stress for this word is on the second syllable. Vocabulary. So understanding where to put the stress in the word for words with 2 or more syllables is very important. There are some patterns, but it's really hard to come down with clear rules for word stress. It's common for 2-syllable words that are nouns or adjectives to take the stress on the first syllable. At the same time, if it's a 2-syllable word that's a verb or a preposition, it's kind of common for them to take the stress on the second syllable. So if you learn the word, remember it and where it has the stress. So stress is very important for good pronunciation for words, but stress is also very important for sentences. When you put stress on the words in the sentence, it gives it emphasis and more meaning, and it shows your English speaking fluency. So which words should you put stress on in a sentence? Let's take the sentence for example. What was your band score? What was your band score? Generally, sentences will put more stress on words that are the content words or the meaning words for a sentence, where the meaning comes from. And there's much less stress on the words that help with grammar functionality. So, what was your band score? Your is a word in the sentence that's really just helping with the grammar understanding. It's not a content or meaning word. And so there is not much stress on the word your. At the same time, there are cases where you can put stress on a word like this, such as, what was your band score? In this case, it takes on a different meaning because it's in response to someone asking you first, and then you want to know what their band score was. So you may put emphasis or extra stress on that word in the sentence. But in general, more stress is given to words that express the meaning in the sentence or the content of the sentence, and less stress is put on function words that serve to teach you grammar or use grammar in the sentence. And finally, the third key area that I want to talk about in this video is intonation. Intonation is the tone that you use when you speak to add feeling and meaning to what you're saying. It gives indications through the rise or the fall of your communication. For example, let's take the sentence, want to play soccer. Now this could be a question that you ask someone, and if you finish this sentence with rising up, like, want to play soccer? You can have a sense from the tone that this is a happy invitation. Someone is excited because I finished with a high tone. If I said the same sentence like this, want to play soccer. In this case, you notice that my tone went down at the end. So the meaning is different because the tone changed. It gives a feeling that I'm tired and don't want to play, but I'm asking you out of obligation. So do you see that tone can change so much for the feeling of a sentence? Tone is very important for communicating fluently. So when you are facing this communication process of speaking on the IELTS test, there are 3 areas that you must improve on to get a higher band score. That is the individual sounds for pronunciation, the stress of words and sentences, and the tone, that intonation in your speaking. If you work on these 3, you'll find an improvement in your band score. So there you have it. 3 key areas to focus on when you are improving your speaking skills for IELTS speaking. Let's review one more time. First, the sounds, the pronunciation of individual sounds. Second, the stress, where you put your emphasis on in the word or in the sentence. And third, the tone. sound, stress, and tone. SST. Can you remember it that way? Work on these 3 areas and you will improve your English speaking fluency. Thanks very much for watching, and I hope that you will see an improvement in your English speaking fluency. It does take time, and getting a great band score on IELTS requires focused work and a lot of effort. But don't give up. You can get your score if you keep working hard. Was this video helpful for you? Then I hope that you'll click the like button and perhaps share it with one of your friends. If you are studying together with friends to improve your IELTS score, you probably will improve faster. Friends help each other. So share it with your friend and work on these 3 points together. Oh, by the way, before you go, have you checked out these videos? If you want to work more on this area for IELTS improvement, then take a watch. I hope it will get you a higher band score. Thanks for watching.